Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. Today we are going to be talking the Deni Avdija trade and his move to the Portland TrailBlazers. If you do appreciate this video or like it in any way, please do consider subscribing. This is the first video on my channel, so if you like anything sports, basketball, Blazers related specifically, please consider subscribing. And without further ado, let's get into it. On Wednesday evening, the night of the first round of the NBA draft, Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN reported that the Washington Wizards are trading forward Deni Avdija to the Portland TrailBlazers for Malcolm Brogdon in the 14th pick tonight and a 2029 pick, sources tell ESPN. He later went on to explain that the Blazers are sending the second most favorable of their 2029 first round picks, as well as 2 second round picks in the deal for Avdija. Now on the surface, this may seem like an overpay. The Blazers are giving up 2 first round picks when they seem to be a rebuilding team who should be treasuring these assets, but instead they went and gave away 2 first round picks as well as 2 second round picks on top of Malcolm Brogdon for Deni Avdija. However, I'm here to say that this deal was great for the Portland TrailBlazers. I might be biased being a Blazer fan, but I think this trade was an absolute home run for Joe Cronin. The 2029 first round pick is the second most favorable, and that year the Blazers are set to have 3 first round picks consisting of their own, the Celtics pick that they got in the trade for Drew Holiday, as well as a Milwaukee first round pick that they got in return for Damian Lillard. So hypothetically, if the Blazers had the first pick of the draft that year as well as the second round pick, they would still get the better of those 2 picks, would keep the first, and they would trade away the second. And so that's a good scenario, because if the Blazers are bad or the Celtics or Bucks are bad that year and they have a really high pick, the Blazers still get that and they get to offload the second of those 3 to the Washington Wizards in this trade, as well as they still get to keep that 3rd pick to deal in other trade scenarios between now and then. Now, who is Deni Avdija? I don't know about you, I was familiar with his name before this trade, but ever since he became a Trailblazer, I have been looking into his highlights, and I could not be more excited for him. The 23-year-old small forward from Israel was drafted in 2020 and has played 4 years in the NBA. He was drafted 9th overall, and this last season had a career year, averaging 14.7 points, 7.2 rebounds, and 3.8 assists in 75 games played. On top of that, he signed a 4-year, $55 million extension in October of 2023, which is a declining deal. Meaning that this season, the upcoming 2024-2025 season, he will be making $15.6 million, but in 2027-2028 season, he will only be making $11.8 million. Considering what he averaged this last year, and the idea that he could very well break out similar to Lauri Markkanen on the TrailBlazers, that is an amazing contract, and part of why the Blazers likely had to give up so much in the trade for him. Deni Avdija is also known for his defense, as he can block shots, he runs fast, has a smart IQ, and can read the floor very well in the half court. He very well has the potential to be the next Mikal Bridges or OG Anunoby, a player who is good on defense, can play offense, and has a very team-friendly contract. He slots in perfectly next to the Blazers' young core of Scoot Henderson and Shane Sharp long-term, I believe, as well as whoever they decide to replace Jeremy Grant with, and potentially Donovan Clingan or DeAndre Ayton, whichever one of those is starting. The Blazers do seem to have a logjam of sorts at the forward position, as Deni Avdija now slots in ahead of Toumani Camara, Chris Murray, Jabari Walker, Ryan Rupert, who the Blazers have drafted in the last couple of seasons. And after the Deni Avdija trade, the Blazers went on to draft Donovan Clingan at 7th overall on Wednesday evening, which gives them a promising young core of Scoot, Shaden, Deni, and Clingan moving forward. The Blazers have been lacking at the forward position, and going into draft night, it was seen that they may draft a small forward or power forward to fill that position, but instead they went out and traded for Deni Avdija, who you could argue would have been a number 1 pick in this year's draft. With that being said, I'm very excited to see how Deni Avdija does for the Blazers. I'm hoping for a breakout season where he may average above 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists this season, and it'll be interesting to see if his shooting numbers were just a fluke last year or if they were the real deal. As this last season, he averaged 50% from the field, 37% from 3, and 74% from the free throw line, and if he can average 37% from 3 again, he's going to be an elite star for the Portland TrailBlazers. With that being said, that's all I have for today's video. Again, please do consider subscribing. I appreciate any and all feedback. If you want to leave it in the comment section below, please consider liking the video. And with that being said, that's all for me. I'm out. Peace.